It's all fun and games till someone gets shot.
Combo Breaker has finally concluded, and there was a lot that happened, but also there was a lot that didn't happen. So in this video, I'm just going to explain how Bryan Fury character's trailer leaking kind of changed, it altered the course that we're on. I'm sure all you guys seen the tweet from Harada. You have the Bandai Namco leaking the trailer. Harada was very upset. This tweet is now deleted. But then you have a string of tweets. You have Michael Murray being, I guess I would say sad. You have Ikeda, you have Yasuda. Basically, you have all of the developers kind of giving their take on Bryan Fury leaking. One of the tweets that was very interesting, this is from Yasuda. Yasuda is a very important part of Tekken 8, Tekken 7, the whole development process. They put out this tweet kind of towards the end, and they say, I did everything I could do. All I could do now is hope everything goes well. Now, this tweet was kind of cryptic because this was after the leak. This was, it was chaos. So this tweet kind of made it seem like something else was coming. Now, when Michael Murray and Harada got up on stage and they made their announcement, something else definitely did come. It wasn't just Bryan Fury and his trailer. They quickly put together this Tekken 8 special combo video. A lot of people think this is like an edit or like a fan made, but this is a official quote unquote trailer from, the Tekken development team. In this trailer, you could see real big boy combos like optimal combos, and it's actually pretty cool to see. I would say this is the first real look at the combo system for Tekken 8, and you can see exactly what the characters can and cannot do. That was a very interesting trailer and possibly the best thing that came out of the whole leaking situation. Also, when you talk about the leak, Harada was mentioning Lucky Chloe a lot. You have this picture that he drew up here. It says, do you want to know what happened yesterday? Yes, the unlucky Chloe, just a concept, doesn't make it happen. Trailer was leaked. So you can see here, he was kind of just filling down. He drew a picture of Lucky Chloe. He also drew one of Chun-Li. The fact that he's talking about Lucky Chloe, and if you go back to the Harang event, he was also talking about Lucky Chloe. It seems like Harada is just always bringing this character up. And of course, a lot of people hate this character, but also a lot of people love this character. People want to see if she shows up because it's going to be either heartbreak or, it's going to be whatever the opposite is. Harada keeps bringing up Lucky Chloe. You can take it two ways. One, this is either Harada showing love to a character that is hated, kind of like what he does with Ganryu. Ganryu is a very unpopular character, and Harada just says that's his favorite character. You can see that as Harada doing the same thing for Lucky Chloe. She's hated, so he loves the character even more. Or you can see all of these tweets, all of these pictures, all of this stuff from Harada talking about Lucky Chloe, kind of confirming her for Tekken 8 in a way. I think she will definitely be in the game, whether it's base roster or DLC. I don't think she will skip the game because a character that controversial, a character that talked about, definitely will make an appearance, whether it's season 1, season 2, or base roster. But let's move on. So you guys might have seen the video that I talked about the other day before the leak happened, and I basically was showing you this master events. We have 5 more events that takes place after Combo Breaker. And I was saying that they're probably going to do more alphas. They're probably going to show more characters. And before Bryan Fury trailers leaked, it seems like that was the case. I was watching Combo Breaker, and there was this video, there was this segment where Markman briefly said they're going to announce more alphas. And you guys can see the video here. I'll play it in just a second. But it seems like they had more to reveal. But since Bryan Fury leaked and all the hype and anticipation was, tarnished, it seems like they're changing plans and they're going to announce these alphas later. And I'm just wondering when, and also what else is there?
They haven't announced when the next closed alpha tests are going to be, but when they announce them, make sure you pay attention.
Yeah. That clip to me is so interesting because Markman is an insider. He has a lot of information that we ourselves do not have. And he says here that they will announce more alphas. There's more locations coming, which also means more character reveals. But the fact that that didn't happen, it just makes you wonder what else wasn't announced, and also when will they announce this stuff. Evo's like a month and a half away, but that's a month and a half away, and I'm guessing they will definitely want to have a alpha at Evo. So that is something we definitely want to keep an eye out for. Once they actually give us an update to that missing information, I will make a video about that. So subscribe to the channel, stay tuned for that. The final thing I want to talk about in this video is Bryan Fury himself. there's a lot of talk around this character besides the whole controversial leak, hype, evaporating, whatever. There's a lot of comparisons between the Armor Titan. A lot of people were saying Bryan Ferry looks ugly. Why is he skinnier than Law? A lot of interesting things being said. And I think what's so fascinating about Bryan Ferry is we have to remember that Bryan Ferry, one, he died and he was resurrected. He also has a lot of like cybernetic stuff in him. I look at Bryan Ferry and I think he's supposed to look twisted. He's supposed to look like a maniac. But Bryan Ferry, one, I think his outfit looks a lot like Tekken 7. That's kind of like, why did they do that? But also just his appearance alone, he's supposed to look kind of bizarre, if you ask me. And the final thing I'll say is about the leak itself. There was a lot of conversation around how do we as a community handle leaks. There's a lot of people uploading videos, taking the videos down themselves. Some people got their videos taken down by Bandai Namco, copy strikes and stuff was handed out. I sent a lot of comments on my video. People were saying, don't talk about the leaks. If you respect the developers, you would do this and that. And I mean, I kind of disagree with the idea of don't talking about a leak, because this is the world we live in. When something leaks, when news breaks, people are going to cover it. But also I say, for those of you who say you shouldn't talk about the Bryan Ferry leak, I asked, what was your opinion when Street Fighter 6 entire roster leaked? What about when Omni-Man and Homelander leaked for Mortal Kombat? I didn't have any comments on my videos back then. So I get it. When you see the tweets from the developers, you see they're angry, you see their frustration. But once again, Street Fighter's entire roster leaked. And no one said anything about, hey, don't talk about this, don't share this, don't do that. I just think it's kind of a double standard. And, you know, when you're covering leaks or when you're talking about leaks, you're either all in or you're all out. And some content creators, they are all out. They won't talk about any leaks whatsoever. But me, I already decided. I'm all in. If something leaks, I'm going to talk about it. Whether I'm taking a risk of getting a strike or whatever, that's what it is, you know?